We are back with Final Fantasy: A Realm Reborn. We have finished up the 2.0 storyline last week, and now we are moving on to the post 2.0 patches. There's 5 of them, and it's a long quest line, so we're going to be doing that, and then doing some raids and stuff that's going to give us some more story and background on the lore. So let us start. Let us continue with this. As you guys can see, because it is a holiday in the game, it is Make It Rain, where it's 3 weeks, where they increase the payouts in the Final Fantasy 14 version of Las Vegas. I am dressed up for the event, so when I'm in my healing attire, I'll be dressed up like this for a little while. It's fine though. It's fine. It's fun. It's fun. It's basically an area in the game that's just filled with mini games and stuff, and you get coins and you can use them to buy, emotes and outfits and pets and all types of mounts and all types of things. So it's fun. Oh, if it would just let me log in. Come on. Oh, yes. Oh, as you can see, here I am. I am in the Golden Saucer. This is Las Vegas of Final Fantasy 14. And it's in the middle of the desert and everything. It's like in the middle of the desert. While I'm waiting for people to pop in, hey BB10, I'm gonna go do one of the little events real quick. Shouldn't take long. Oh, what is this? My baby Pootkins. Won't someone save my baby Pootkins from those terrible goblins? Alright, whatever. Alright, we're gonna go do this little mini game first. It's basically platforming. And then we'll start. So. Oh my god, there's a lot of people here today. Alright. God. Up there. I don't want to fall! Oh my god. Get up there! Okay. And I made it. So, I made it. I got to the last hatchling. Yes, I can gamble if I want. And I got 4,800 of these prizes. So, we're good. We're good. What should... Well, definitely curry. I'm gonna say, if you're gonna order Indian takeout, get yourself some curry. I actually had tikka masala last night. Homemade. It was not great, but I love it. That would be a good option. And yes, put some spice in there. Definitely put some spice. Okay, where were we? We gotta get out of here. We were in the New Game Plus. And I think we were starting part 5, right? Alright, because there's nothing suspended here. Commence. It's good. Tikka masala is good, I'm just saying. Make sure you get lots of naan. I love it. Gotta have it. Alright. So, now we're on board part 5. Okay, so where is the price of principles? And we get back to Horizon. Okay, here we go. Back to the Waking Sands. So we're gonna do the first quest line here, and then we'll do the Crystal Tower raids. It's gonna make sense because there's something that happens that would make sense why we would wait a little bit for that. Alright, here we go. Indian internets? I don't know if their internets is good, are good or bad. There's Alphino. The nerve of some petitioners engaging us as if we were a band of common mercenaries. I should be glad to refuse them all without a second thought. Petitioners? What? My dear sister drew her last breath here, in battle with the Empire. To her, the fight for Eorzea's future was more important than her homeland. True to her beliefs to the end, she was. Alright. Did I talk to all these people before? Believe me, I'm quite eager to resume active duties and redeem my good name, but I have not forgotten that similar sentiments nearly led me to my doom once before. I will not question the wisdom of our Baldessian colleagues. They have bid me rest, and so I shall. Hey, Kaseya. I'm bringing the struggle against the Empire to a decisive end. The nations of Eorzea spent much of their military strength. I fear the beast tribes have caught scent of this temporary weakness, and will give us scant leave to rest. A hero's work is never done, Rislin. I'm not sure. I think we did these already. Alright. She's gonna be doing some studying. Ishtola is very smart. She is very scholarly. And when you meet her, mentor, you will understand. You will understand Ishtola better. Rislin? It pleases me to see you well. Do excuse me for interrupting, Rislin. My lady, the gentleman from Ashgana Exports has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this evening. Thank you, my lady. Ever since we defeated Gaius van Baelsar and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Once we worked in secret with precious few friends and all too many enemies. We are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tartaro spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interests of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldessian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to. Forgive me, I did not mean to burden you so. Yet, my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose you to consult the others? They are like to have their own opinions on this matter. Alright. I'm gonna guess most of them aren't on board with this, but, you know. We don't want to be in anybody's pocket, right? That would be bad. Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that El Amigo could be liberated if only the Scions would commit their strength to the cause. Yet theirs is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Rislin. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead is far from clear. Recall you our meeting with the Admiral shortly after the Laminsons sent word of the summoning of Titan. Then mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Merlwyb that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had justly responded, that we had been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. I spoke, in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Laminsons to distort the facts to fit a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon this subject, Minfilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. Good point, good point. None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles. Neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Ul'dah now and have done with it. I'm quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. Didn't we do this already? I feel like we did this already. I've been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papalymo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know? 'Tis the lot of the powerful to attract the covetous as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand, whilst the other resteth ever on their hilt. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioners' machinations, nay, not while the beast tribes do labor unseen, defiant in defeat, to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt not that they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. The sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few and our fortunes so finite. Okay, so we didn't do this. Okay, I feel like we did, but maybe it's just similar dialogue to the pre-quest or whatever. The situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along, Rislin. Alphino, Rislin, is aught amiss? You desired counsel, and so you shall have it. Minfilia, the signs of the seventh dawn must leave Ul'dah. We must do what? So long as we remain within Ul'dah territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not offer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. And yes, I do have some drink, but that's because we're going to be doing the Crystal Tower raids today, and I'm going to need it. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an aetheryte. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause, which is why it and others and other favors will be denied us unless we cooperate. If Ul'dah is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length, and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond their borders. Mordona. Revenant's Toll to be precise. It lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ulda and her people over the years, but I truly believe this is the best course of action. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Ulda is our home, Alphino. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Signs of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much your family as... That will be all, Alphino. I am sure you have some familial affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no. I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I could not very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. Ooh, was that a little barb? Was that a little barb at him? At her. Don't worry, I'm not gonna get drunk here. I just gotta psych myself up for these raids. I haven't done them in a while. Leave Ulda. Has it truly come to this? Oh, Rislin. Pray attend to Alphino. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alphino waits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. I'm not gonna get drunk, swig. No. Actually, I have lunch on my stomach too, so that's gonna help. Alright, so here we go. Confound it. She knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Flamen was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ulda. She was a performer of singular talent and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Charlian minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Minfilia, too, struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Flamen's absence stretched from months to years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate. For whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Flamen is alive and well. One of our informants, Father Iliud, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress's description has been seen of late at the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Minfilia's heart might be assuaged. I mean to send forth for Lenosha at once. Let us reconvene here and inquire with Master Gaguraju as to the veracity of these rumors. I love how I'm sitting here reading the dialogue very fluently without being too much of a mushmouth, and you guys are like debating how drunk I am right now.
Very.
No, I'm not. I just started. Stop. Okay, so I need to go to Costa del Sol. Alright. Oh yes, you're gonna love Estinien. He's edge boy. He's the edge boy of the game. Oh, sweet siren of the sands, my Makote muse, why have you forsaken me? Titan's bane, I mean Rislin, what brings you to my humble resort? Flamen, you mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress of Ul'dah? Egad's woman! If I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Oh my god, I love this guy. I love him. He's great. Oh, for shame. To think that she now plies her trade for the riffraff off to the west or wherever she said she was going. It's a tragedy. I say a tragedy. West, is it? Thank you, Master Gaguraju. Your information will serve us well. That said, there are any number of places she could be. I shall begin my search by the docks and see if any witnesses might have some knowledge to spare. I would be most appreciative if you could travel on to Wineport and do the same. The dancer quest? I don't know. I don't think I have. Maybe I did. I don't know. Oh, no, I haven't even touched the dancer yet. That's gonna be fun. Eventually. One day. We're just gonna go there. Alright. Well, if it isn't Rislin, the savior of Wineport, to what do we owe the pleasure? Ah, yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold, to give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly. I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tastings, you understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. Go talk to my buddy. Wait, where's Shamani Lamani? Isn't that him? Oh, maybe not. You want to know if I've seen a Makote lass by the name of Flamen? I wish. I haven't seen a lass of any description for far too bloody long. Excepting yourself, of course. Oh, just wait until we do the Hildebrand quests and we get to the one in Costa del Sol. And we get Gaguraju and where we have to find his daughter. It's great. I love it. It's so good. I see you have had many grand adventures since last we spoke, Rislin. You must share them with me sometimes. But the girl from a little while ago, one does not forget a perfume like that, so robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar, reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. So I told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully, and then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. Oh, he's gonna love them. He's gonna love those quests. I guarantee you are going to love those quests. But that's gonna be kind of like side content stuff. Maybe on a weekday when nothing else is going on, I'll run through some of those. But they're fun. A lot of fun. But I gotta push through. I gotta push through these patches so I can get to Heaven's Word, and it's gonna take us a bit to do that. Because there's a lot of them. Not as many as before, but there are a lot. Oh boy. I am in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Gubu's ire until it was too late. Their oils can be used to make a perfume, you see, and Flamen? I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? It appears you've already found our woman. Consider me impressed, my friend. The songstress of Ulda, I presume. Minfilia, or should I say Acilia, is looking for you. Acilia? You are the very picture of health, milady, yet the world thinks you dead. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You will be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me, more than you know. But tell me, sojourns in the forests of Lenosha aside, when exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I traveled all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers for use in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we all have that which we came for, might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? Wineport, say? Oh boy. Come on, get over there. This poor guy, that poor chocobo is getting beat up. Ugh. Alright. This is not at all how I had envisioned it. I can scarce begin to imagine what emotions will go through Minfilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. Hold on, I gotta bring up the MSQ list just to see where we're at. Just to make sure we don't go too far or past what I want to do here. Alright, 2.1. And we are on All Things in Time. Okay. Yeah, we're good. I just want to make sure we're good here. I can see chat. Okay. It's not cheating. It's just showing the list. Okay. You say my daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I have kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Hey, Matt Nui. Understood. Come with me. It would be my pleasure to escort you to the Waking Sands. Oh, hey, we're already here. We didn't have to do anything. Antecedent. You have a guest. Lamin? Acilia. Aww. I haven't seen her like this in years, Rizlin. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead, but what kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me, as I always knew they would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and your cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. Continue it you did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I'm so proud of you, Acilia. Hey, Gabby. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. Celestia perfume? You remembered. How could I ever forget? You wore it all the time. If ever I lost sight of you, I could find you again just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. It was no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same for Rislin, however. I could not have made it without her. Thank you, Rislin. Thank you both. There's something else. This is the cat's eye I found. All these years you kept it? My father was a member of the Alamican resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ulda. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Laman who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I am no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. It is clear that there is much I do not know about you and your mother, both. One of their first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Laman as a gift. She said it was beautiful, but there I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, Acelia, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come, and how much further you must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I could ever have hoped. You have succeeded where I failed and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you have become, and at all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you have yet to do, and of what it may entail. Acelia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ulda. Laman. You built it once, Cecilia. You can build it again, and this time we'll do it together. Truly? Alphino, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant's Toll, as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions, and send word to the students of Valdesian. Preparations begin at once.
Now she's all ready to go. All right.
It is all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Revenant's Toll, but there is much to be done. There's so much to be done, and in so little time. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant's Toll would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, It seems certain that the guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself with such matters, antecedent. Who's this? Really, Alphino, if I need concern myself with anything, it is surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps. I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am. Nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll. It is an honor, antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphino, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest opportunity. Know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold the Scions of the Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated. If it please you, I would do so. It does. Madam, unless I am mistaken, you are the one known as Rislin, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance? Slaffborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate a Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate and fewer still survive. You shall always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. Seems like I'm getting quite the reputation here. Well, well. It would seem your reputation precedes you, Rislin. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll with all haste, as first intended. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. After all, you have traveled so far, and there is already so much you have done for us, and for me. We will speak again anon. Till then, take care. This is kind of slow, but it's all gonna build up to something very exciting. Just saying. Guess I'm just reading. Oh, there's wine on the tables. It is a bit of a slug, but it's important. Ah, Rislin, were you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the Solar. Alphino has just returned, and it would seem there is something he would share with us. It gets a lot more interesting in 2.4. 2.4 is when it honestly is pretty good. You're here. Good. I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded. And our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones. They're all so happy. A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I had come to look forward to Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. Poor Tataru. The waking sands of the rising stones. Passably poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and that they have each pledged their full support, General Raubon included. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that is wise, antecedent? If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know what the signs of the Seventh Dawn stand for. Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people have a right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in doing so I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one, and at once to all. And what of us? We would have felled primals and faced down the Empire. And what of us? We who have felled primals and faced down the Empire. To you, my fellow Scions, I would say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Well, everybody pretty much knows about me anyways. Great, I say, yet no greater than us. And we will rise to them, as we have time and again, united as one. No, it wasn't. It wasn't much of a secret. There must be some way I can... Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Flamen to teach me the basics of mining, too. I love Tataru. Anybody who does not like Tataru has no heart. Seriously. Do you ever wonder how he does it? Alphino, I mean. It was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly, his sense of timing rivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I would like you to deliver these documents to Slaffborn. They concern our forthcoming move. Do take care on the road. Represent us well, Rislin. Oh yeah. Alphino's totally. He's totally on board with all of this. Yeah. Good. Thank. You have to love, you have to love her. She's great. And she even gets better, really. She is a Popoto after my own heart. I was told to expect a Scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. It has been far too long, Rislin. You have something for me, yes? Let's see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? With that, we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just give you the work of a dozen men. I jest. No, you don't. Back to the work of a dozen men, I see. But I jest. Even I can appreciate that an important woman such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, mayhap you'd be keen on having a look around the Scion's new home. See that impressive structure over there? That's the place. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortunes to be had about the realm. It may get a bit raucous at times, but I imagine it'll be as good as new as any to it'll be as good as a place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around. Is that you, Rislin? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have most urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gridania, and it would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report back to the Waking Sands with all due haste. For fuck's sake, I just came out here! Is everything quite all right, friend? I can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear this is no time for a leisurely tour. But no worries. You can rest assured that I'll see to all necessary arrangements. Pray return any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters. Ugh! Alright. Well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom before I go back. So give me a second here. It is. It does get better in this mansion. What? I do not get kicked while in the bathroom. Stop it. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Okay. Oh yeah, see how many, I haven't gotten any raid lately, but I have 6 stuffed alphas in my inventory right now. I'm keeping them in here until I'm done streaming, and I want to see how many I end up with in my inventory eventually. No, I haven't finished it yet. I'm drinking it slowly so that, you know, it doesn't hit me hard, like, out of the blue. I'm nursing it. How she has grown since last we spoke. She puts me to shame with her accomplishments, and for that I am full glad. The nerve of some petitioners engaging— oh yeah, we saw that. Okay. No. I get lots of bathroom breaks when I chug them, because it goes through me real fast. Have you been keeping well, Rislin? We may have earned ourselves a respite, but there is still much and more to do. Together, let us continue to shine the crystal's light upon Eorzea. Okay. Was all I had to do? I have to talk to Tataru. Where is Tataru? Oh, she's outside. That's right, she wanted to mine. To learn how to mine. I ran right past her. A messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while you were in Mordona. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the Ixal have summoned Garuda again? Or mayhap Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. Alright, back. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. Thine arrival is customarily timely, Rislin. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Urian J. says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. Though I had hoped the Muggles guard beyond such follies. Suffice it to say, this disturbance warrants a full investigation. Thy presence hath been requested by Commander Hulwa. How do you say his name? Heloise? I think it's Heloise. He awaiteth thee at the Adder's Nest. Pray hasten to Gridania, Rislin. Ida and Papalimo will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Alright, so to Gridania. It's not Halloween. I think it's Heloise. Heloise. Or something. I think so. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Whatever. It's gonna get really bad with these pronunciations once we get into Heaven's Ward, because, like, all the characters are French. They have French names. Yeah. They're all coded French. A pleasure to see you as always, Captain Hollis. Thank you for coming so swiftly. I can think of no one more qualified to... but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Not long ago, the Moogle Kuplo Cop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seedseer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Moogle kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelveswood if left unchecked. You proved an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Moogles. The rest you should hear from Kuplo Cop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seedseer at the Lotus Stand. Alright. Yeah, there are French-inspired names, very much. Okay, so I need to go to the Lotus Stand. Alright, so that's going to be the pictures, I think. The other Scions have already arrived, madam. May I show you in? Yes, you may. Please, you have to stop them! But you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Moogles, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle... No. Firm thrashing is in order, yes, but no. Calm yourself, Kuplo Cop. Can you not see that she hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray forgive this witless outburst, sister. Most grateful am I that you have come, Rislin, and upon such short notice. Truly, Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuplo Cop has brought to us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that good King Moogle Mog XII has returned to Eorzea. A curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure if he is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Moogle mythology. Kuplo here would have me believe the former. Once upon a time, we Moogles served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with a literally endless supply of wine, Kupo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Moogles. So good King Moogle Mog XII, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Kupo. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Moogles should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down. But good King Moogle Mog XII, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. This he nobly held while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how the Moogles came to this land, Kupo. All of us, except good King Moogle Mog XII, may his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Moogle-kind might at last know peace. Except that he has not remained in the heavens, from what I understand. That being your reason for contacting us, yes? I'll bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with returning to Eorzea. The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that good King Moogle Mog XII is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait, you're saying a handful of Moogles with a boatload of crystals wished really, really hard and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work? What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and the Ultima weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take so drastic a measure? Might that not in itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought unto the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last by the heroics of a chosen few. To you, who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace will doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. Oh yeah, Moogles are great. I love Moogles. I think the Moggles Guard are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. That fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes come what may. I assure you, the Muggles Guard only want to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of good King Moogle Mog XII, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love, they've started to get a little carried away, Kupo, verging on a lot, in fact. Like the sylphs who summoned Ramu, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Moogles in a manner similar to that of a primal. We share the same concern. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat not only to Moogle kind, but to Gridania as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Rislin, confront good King Moogle Mog XII, and drive him from our midst. Alright. Humbly, I thank you. The sanctuary of the Moogles Guard and their liege lord is concealed by magical wards. Brother Isumiyan of the Conjurers Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight on how they might be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. I'm waiting for the slap in my fist parts. I like the slap in my fist parts. That means I'm gonna kill something. That means I'm gonna destroy something. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Welcome, Rislin. Welcome. That you should be the one to face good King Moogle Mog XII is of great comfort, to me and to the elementals both. As I am sure you know, the Moogles are not, by their nature, a warlike race. Yet, should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly, before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary, and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. Oh, I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's do this. The wards barring access to the king's sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones, the self-same method employed 5 years ago when first the king was summoned to Eorzea. It was with great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of the guardians who then held the keystones, for none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the elementals, however, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Kublai-Khan confided in me that he had been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Muggles Guard themselves. Yet wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the king's sanctum. Alas, I have been unable to do so, and dare not labor any longer, for fear that the Muggles might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must needs have Kublai-Khan's keystones, Rislin. Pray go to him and beg his assistance. He awaits you at Wet Shore Pier. Impress upon him our great need, and I am certain he will yield. Alright. We're gonna be doing a trial here soon. Pretty soon. Oh man, the Lancers Guild. I'll try it. I'll try it in the Duty Finder. Hopefully it's not gonna be too bad. It's only hard, but hopefully it's not gonna be too bad. I'm hoping. I keep hearing horror stories about all the new players coming in and boosting. Alright, we need to go Lancers Guild. So, how will you do it, Kupo? Oh, he told you about that? Well, if there truly is no other way, I'll do it, Kupo. Take the ferry to Sweet Bloom Pear. I'll go on ahead. More sprouts, yes, lots of sprouts. But they're not always... Sprouts aren't always bad. You know, I don't mind them, but, the boosters who don't know what they're doing and they don't know their classes can be a problem. There we go. I happen to be heading across the lake to Sweet Bloom Pier in the East Shroud. Alright, let's go. Oh boy. Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo. I know what you're planning, and I won't allow it. Open your eyes, Kupo. The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals you bring him. We offered you a choice, and this is how you repay us? By consorting with this Elizin? Imperials, Gridanians, Sylphs, you're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Kupo. Traitor to this Kinsmoogles. He plots treason against the crown. Uh-oh. Enough! Kublai-Khan will answer for his crimes soon enough, as will all who divide the will of good King Moogle-Mog XII. May he reign forevermore, Kupo. The king is planning to purge the Twelveswood of his enemies, Kupo. We've got to stop him before it's too late. I know. The entrance to Thornmarch is deep within the bramble patch, Kupo. If you take me there, I can nullify the ward. But be warned, the Moogle's guard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them, so you'll need to protect me, Kupo. Oh boy, an escort quest. Alright, let's do this. Alright, I guess I gotta go. Faster, faster, gotta get out of here. Where do I need to go? Oh man, all the way there. I like the name of the quest. You have selected Regicide. I love it. Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh no, I lost him. Oh man. Oh no, he's there. Okay, never mind. He's right behind me. Alright, I gotta go this way though. You know what? Just don't. It's very, that is true. That is true. I sense a hostile presence. I like how it says you sense a hostile presence, Kupo. The writing in this game is great. Uh-oh. I'm used to escort quests in which they just keep walking and you gotta keep up. Not that they follow you. You know what? Whatever. Alright. We're getting there. I know, I'm going. He needs to fly faster. Flap those little wings of yours. Is this it? Wait. Went the wrong way! Damn it! I have to go here! God dang it. Alright, come on. That's what I get for not looking at. Oh shit! Now he's like, don't leave me! I'm right here. This is why I hate escort quests. Oh my god. Come on! Alright, so we gotta go that way. Oh, another hostile presence. A malevolent stroper. Alright, here we go. Alright. Is it? Barrier threshold? We're here, Kupo. I don't see any more beasts, do you? No. What? Are you ready to face the king, Kupo? Step closer to the ward. Raise your hand and focus, like when you attune to an aetherite, Kupo. I'll open the way for you. God dang it. Alright. The rest is up to you, Kupo. Now go and teach those foolish Moogles a lesson and send the king back whence he came. Alright. Time to do it. Gotta queue. Gotta queue up. Alright, hopefully I don't undersize. It's not undersized. Okay. Trial. I need to do hard. Thorn March. That was fast. Alright. See how painful this is. Oh, come on. Hit accept. Alright, come on, tank. It's gonna time out. Fucking tank times this out. Alright, there we go. Kupo, who in the seven hells are they? Meddling adventurers, I wager. Mago's Guard, to arms! Defend the king, Kupo! Yeah, the people. How come we don't get the singing in this version? Is it only in the extreme version you get the singing? Or is it not that part of the song yet? I don't know, when I mostly do this, I just do it unsynced for my journal. And I just, like, it's done within, it's like done in a minute. Is it really? How much? Oh yeah, cat girls rule. There you go. No, I don't think I really know the order. Oh, they're one on our other tank. Great. There he is. Good King Hugomag the 12. I want to heal here. There we go. We get the singing now. Oh boy. Oh, this is great. This is just going swimmingly. And we got 2 mage. Oh, yeah, they can't res yet. Shit. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, this is what I was afraid of. Oh no. Yeah, but we have a bunch of people who don't know how to avoid anything. Oh my god. Except I have no mana. Ah, shit. No, it's not a Disney tune. It's more Danny Elfman. It's definitely, it sounds very much like Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, now we gotta do this again. I don't think we're doing the right mark. Okay. Okay, now here we go. This raid is so silly. It is so silly. I love it. They are not attacking the right order. Where's 3? I looked at chat for 2 seconds, this guy almost dies. Okay. Alright. At least it was only just one wipe. I once had a tank. I once had a tank. I don't know. Who I was putting my my asylum on the ground, and he was pulling every single group of mobs out of my asylum, and I'm just like, you do realize it heals you, right? Oh, I know what I'm spending him on. I gotta get more gear for my bard. That's what I'm gonna spend it on. I need to finish getting him geared up. Or her. Or whatever. You did it, Kupo! You did it! Good King Mughal the 12th, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more! I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Mogul's guard when you did. Thank you, Rizlin. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them, too. You should go and tell Puknipak that the king is no more, Kupo. She's with Rhea O at Camp Tranquil, and can relay the news to the chieftain. I could make my own, but I'm too lazy for it. I don't know, I like running dungeons and stuff, so it's fine. It's fine. And I always end up with more poetics than I need. Alright. We gotta go to Camp Tranquil. I actually like Culinarian. I mean, it's a lot more complex than the other crafting, because it requires getting a bunch of different smaller recipes to make the bigger recipes, and a lot of different items. But I kind of like that complexity. But that's all leveled up now. Oh, that's like 5 million. I think I got more like 65 million. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Mughal the 12th, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen? All Mughal kind owes you a debt, Kupo. Ah, and I sense Rhea O wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. Your bravery and service to the Twelveswood and her Mughals shall not be forgotten, Rizlin. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tales of this great victory from the mouth of the woman responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Stand and treat her to a full account of the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind. Right there. Well, yeah, the money on your retainers don't count. That's the bank. You can't touch that. Because if you start digging into your retainer fund, then you're going to end up broke, right? I mean, it makes total sense to me. Oh, I had it close. The Elder Seer is expecting you, madam. May I show you in? Why, yes, you may. Rizlin, you were returned to us, unharmed and victorious. Thus have I 2 reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Mughals don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of. Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of the power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Mughals called forth a being that by right should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse, the ether which comprised him instead being scattered to the four winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means... Ascians. This whole business reeks of their handiwork. Kupopo! They said it was a masked man who had taught them how years ago, but Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. Confound it all! How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Rislin. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. We knew we could count on you, my lady. While Ida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seedseer, mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired. Alright, back to the Waking Sands. Oh man, my drink is empty. Alright. I'm not going to get a new one until I start my Crystal Trial, or Crystal Tower raids, or whatever. So, I will try to be good. I'm not gonna get, we have, let's see, where are we? We are on the properties of primals. Alright, so we have the finish this quest and 2 more to do, and then we're gonna start the Crystal Tower quest. So, hopefully, unless I can't, does anybody know, if you can suspend one? Oh, I hope we don't get screwed. If we can suspend one, chapter in the New Game Plus and do another one that resembles you. No, I actually picked this up off the store when I got my first outfit. Because I didn't like running around in the original whatever I had planned up. Oh, the little devil one? Definitely need the little devil one. But I can't, because Renoa is a little angel. I can't put her in devil outfit. The Garlean threat may have abated, but there is no end to the work we Scions do. In our own unique ways, may every one of us continue striving to make a better Eorzea. Alright. It is good to see you hale and healthy, Rislin. I received word from Ida and Papalimo that you had felled good King Mughal XII, but I had hoped to hear of your version of the tale. So it was as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the beast tribes and taught by the Ascians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Rislin. Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are, at long last, ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. Oh, I'm getting a little congested. It seems only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Rosalind. Somebody's texting. Alright. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given to the care of Urianger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments in our order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urianger shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of the primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alice shall continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urianger, would you inquire of him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important.
Oh boy. Yes, I do like the base. Really? Starting another chapter overwrites the end chapter? Alright, then I guess it's no it's no Crystal Tower today. Shit. Alright, well, we're gonna get through this part 5, and then I can take that break. We'll do Crystal Tower and the Binding Coils of Bahamut. And then, so I guess that's it. No Crystal Tower today, guys. Sorry. I was hoping, but I don't want to overwrite this progress, so.
Thou art ever welcome, Rosalind, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. And man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor faded by the eons. And still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found.
What the fuck is he saying? And no, I cannot solo Bahamut. So that's going to be done, I think, next Saturday. Because I can't stream Friday because I'm getting a root canal. So it'll be next Saturday. The husband is home from work. Well, he's always home, but he's not working, and he's going to help me go through it. So I will not have to solo it because I can't. Not most of it. Some of them you do need two people.
Be not offended, Rosalind. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of...
It would be fun. It would be funny, but they haven't opened it yet.
Ah! Whence came thy cry?
Wait, that was a scream. Ah! Okay, there we go.
Whence came thy cry? That cry, the solar, 12 for Fen, the antecedent.
We better hurry up. We better hurry up. Oh, shit.
What happened to Minfilia?
Oh, no.
What the hell? Rosalind, you must... Uh-oh. Time for the echo.
Tell me, Louisoix, would you have done the same?
Louisoix Le Veilleur was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. Oh.
An Ascian here? How?
How readily you see. You are indeed gifted, antecedent.
But you are not like the others. Your robes.
Gifted, but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you.
He who... You speak of La Habrea.
La Habrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes.
Then he is still...
Come, I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion.
You... What are...
Oh no. We're ready when you are, my lady. If there's anything else... Is something the matter? I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you're ready. Clearly, she doesn't see him. It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct.
I do not understand.
Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive naught. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me. Nothing! The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. La Habrea did not think so highly of the echo. La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. And if we did, there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. Really? I leave as I came, in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends. So, what? Wait! Stay where you are! Okay, that's not very friendly. Ah! Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she yields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor? I wonder. I know. I can't scream really well. I don't want to scare the husband either.
I take it there is no need to explain.
I can't scream. I know. I don't want him coming running down, though. Save your concern. He did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill.
I heard a cry. What happened? Are you all right? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Oriange, send word to the students of Valdesian. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. An Ascian, my lady. Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands. Yet Ascians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? I know not and care not. Find him, Rislin. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to. Pay attention to me, Tataru. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oof. Oof. Probably. Alright, who do I have to find the white-robed Ascian? Yeah, or who died. Yeah, you know how you get a really good scream out of me? When one of my husbandos in Fire Emblem dies. Then I scream. That's a real scream. That's how you get me. Alright. What am I looking for? Is there just like something behind somewhere? In the alleyway, maybe? Did I run past again? Shit, I don't know. Oh, here he is. He's standing right there! He's right there! Oh boy. I am told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. Well, you just think he's a regular person standing around outside, so... I just thought he was... I don't know. Okay. All the white robe dancing. Oh. Alright. I think he's in here. Gruesome gargoyle. Fuck's sake, come on. Is this guy's clearly testing me. Alright, here we go. Ah, dang it! Stupid frog. Alright. Remarkable. Truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save she who bested La Habrea could endure such an examination. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain. But surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so shall it be again, as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives, if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. Fucking Elidibus. Damn it. Ugh. Alright. Alright. Man. Fly all the way back. They like that phrase. Confound it. Instead of saying like damn it or whatever, it's like confound it. Alright. They will every once in a while drop a curse word though. Every once in a while. Usually it's bastard. And shite. They like using shite a lot. Thank the gods you've returned, Rislin. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon? He was waiting for you. What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again. Of when does he speak? And of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus portend much, but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with the wealth of additional questions. That you will. That you will. Let us set aside the matter of this Ascian until after we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the resistance with vital imperial secrets while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urianger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. Why can't you tell him? Seriously! He's right next door. Why do I have to tell him? Maybe it would be more, urgent and powerful than coming from you. Oh my god. Whatever. I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well can I imagine the antecedent's pain. Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Rislin, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to. Once you have given the journal to Urianger, I bid you come to the seventh heaven in the Revenant's Toll. Totaro will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new aetherite in Revenant's Toll. After all, it is right on our doorstep.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna deal with that later. I'll deal with that later. I'm gonna have to frickin' run some stuff. You know what? I could probably run them unsynced if I need to, but still. Alright. To Revenant's Toll, and then I'm gonna go pour myself another drink. You don't have either of them unlocked? Oh no. Oh no. But you know what? The husband basically, I mean, if you ever got 100% on it before, all you need is 80% to get the full payout. Once you get the achievement for it. So if you've gotten 100% before, you only need 80%. That's what I've been told. I have never done it before, so this will be my first time. Yeah, if you can get 80 points, you'll get the 100% of the payout. So, okay. Oh, Rislin, you're here. Good, good. We were all wondering when you'd show up. As I was just telling your restive receptionist here, I'm pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours. Perfect. Splendid. From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable a home for us as the Waking Sands ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Most of the men and women you see around you here in Revenant's Toll are adventurers who come and go as they wish. I dare say that should make it easier for you to go about your business here. And it shouldn't hurt that Rislin here has already made something of a name for herself. Here. Isn't that so, Rislin? I am not mumbling, am I? I am not drunk, okay? Why, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat despite the relocation. And with that, Rislin, I do believe it's time you officially announced your presence to everyone inside. The antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. Alright. Might as well get to know this place, because we're gonna be here a lot. A lot. This is Rising Stones. This is the, oh, it's the kitchen. Alright, let's go. I should probably talk to some of these people. As you can see, our Charlian allies have furnished us with a wealth of new tomes. It would be prudent for you to broaden your knowledge as well. All you do is read, Ishtola. Who's this Coltonay? I did not realize the science had moved until I arrived in Vesper Bay. Thankfully, Urianger was kind enough to direct me here. I know I've only just joined, but if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. I actually, when I first went through this, I didn't, like, go around talking to people like this, so this is kind of new for me, too. I like doing this. As ravishing as ever. Perhaps for old time's sake she would... God, it's Rislin! Don't sneak up on me like that. Bards are an easily startled lot. Wait, is he talking? See, this is the beginning of you seeing what a dog Thancred is. He is a dog. Okay. Oh, you wish to help? It's very kind of you, but I can manage on my own. Besides, you should be out having grand adventures, not withering away here with me. The horror! The horror! What? I love the smell of victory in the morning. It smells like sweat. No. Muntui sauce. No! Victory! Yeah, victory! Yes! So I actually heard that there's one point where, like, you talk to him and you find out that, like, a couple of the women he's been sleeping with or fucking around with actually met each other, and they start putting two and two together, and he's freaking the fuck out. He's like, oh my god, I can't have this happening. I can't wait till I get to that. I want to see that. Okay. So here we are, completely independent and unquestionably neutral, or at least more so than before. Truth be told, I cannot say it feels that different. Of course, Ida begs to differ. Pretty much. Rip for Thancred. Is it not wonderful, Rislin? Nary a single presumptuous merchant has darkened our door. I know full well they will come in time, but for now, let us enjoy the respite. Oh, at least there's some sunlight in this one. Well, it is certainly spacious. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. For today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. For Eorzea! It feels like one big happy family. A moment of your time, Rislin. I would speak of Elidibus. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldessian hath been met with silence. No one will respond. How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No. No, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm.
none could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldessian, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, I don't know why her dialogue stumbles me up. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus. 'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are like to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ascian, perhaps? Or Ochre? Or Puce? And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out Laha Brea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ascian menace. But I was wrong. He endures, and may yet return. Upon that point I have no doubt that Elidibus spoke true. There must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Miss Lynn. I discern them all around, in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero. Your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. I'm guessing this would have been the end of 2.1. Kryl, where are you? No, it is not because I've been drinking. I've had one drink in 2 hours. Seriously. Uh-oh. Shit. Your intercession was not foretold. You object? We question. Our plans are in motion. Your intentions are unclear. They survived the 7th Ardor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, and when the veil is lifted from their eyes, and at long last they see. They see what? What the fuck am I supposed to see? Oh boy. Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Abagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seem in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifests were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. The brass blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have as yet been able to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. If there is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest, but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Y'shtola when you arrive. She and Thancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. Why? We just left fucking the Waking Sands. Now we gotta go back to the fucking Horizon again. Oh my god. Alright, fine. I swear. Alright, I want to see where we are. We are on Still Waters. Oh, okay, so this is actually the beginning of the next patch. Okay. So maybe we'll get through this patch, this 5.2, or 2.2 today. And, Rislin, your assistance is most welcome. I have already spoken at length with the brass blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I can go into further detail, but your time might be better spent in conversation with Fufulupa. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation. And I would only be repeating that which he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. Okay. Fufulupa. Oh, hello there. Rislin, was it? Y'shtola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... Ah, but never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Allegan Sunway. The cart bolted off toward eastern Thanaland, where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. A speeding carriage. That would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning, yet the Amalja do have a foothold in eastern Thanaland. And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could... Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news. Or, on second thought, perhaps it's good news after all. Thancred, wherever have you been off to? I figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amalja friends. And wouldn't you believe it, I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the Brass Blades intercept it. In all my years, I have never seen such a prodigious quantity of somnus. The Blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Rislin. Nanamo is great. It is there. Well, yeah. Well, what about Tataru? Tataru's not evil. And don't you dare say she's evil. She is not. Against all expectation, it would seem the Amalja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that... Oh, sorry. Nixia threw me off. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motive were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Orion J of our progress, or lack thereof.
Now then.
Oh, we actually give... This is the first time we've had voice acting. There was no voice acting in 2.1.
'Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
That's it? That's all the voice acting we're getting? Come on.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Ugh, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's Toll.
Hold on a second. Did Thancred just ask if she was hot or not?
Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
Yeah, but why is he asking Orion J? Like, seriously. Although, that might not be so strange after you guys... Oh, shit. I forgot about this.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
Oh, come on. 2.4 is good. 2.4 is good. I don't want to spoil anything. 2.5 is great. One of my favorite parts of the entire game. The end of 2.5 and 2.55. Great. I fucking love it. Alright, anyways. May have a more subtle... blah, blah, blah. Okay. Any bright ideas? Solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Falupa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. Oh, but it is good to see you return. I have given some thought to the matter, and I have just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Calm yourself, Ufalupa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there is someone among our own ranks conspiring with them? A traitor in our own midst? It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Fufalupa. Indeed. If, for reasons of security, the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed. Ah, but such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation? Mayhap not, but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone Mikote miner traveling without escort so as not to attract undue attention. But who... Ah, I see! Yes, the concern may well elect to do that, but to travel with such cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way, mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerley. A fine spot for a rest, would you not agree, Rislin? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Ahem. Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. All right. me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves laid down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement. Alright. See, this is kind of a drag, but you have to remember, this was at the end of the re-release of the game, and as they were preparing Heaven's Word, and they had all these quest lines were given in chunks, and basically to keep the player base busy while they waited for the expansion. So it's gotten much better though. Oh boy. Unknown Ravagers. Even more of them. Alright. There we go. Stubborn to the last as expected. You are unharmed. A gang of sea-wolf thieves, and in Thanalan no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Sea-wolves? All of them? Aye, and all with the same taste in facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. Thancred, if you would be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. I do like her minor get-up, though. To Horizon, then. Fufalupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. I do like her outfit. Alright. Well, I can't sink down in New Game Plus unless I'm in a duty, so... oh yeah, sure, certainly it does. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. Ah, but we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? Then by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. No. I am afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of Blades dispatched to detain him, and made good his escape. Oh, for the love of... How did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling that sumnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. A sea-wolf, Leminson born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. I see. Pray keep me apprised of any developments. Yes? She's standing next to me. Understood. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? And I nod. I don't have a level 50 job right now. I had my Dragoon or my Bard for a while, but I'm sitting at my Bard's like 76 and all the other ones are 80. The antecedent bid me tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alphino awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident. I am not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alphino has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade, and when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. Hoy. I'm really tired of this flight. Really tired of it. I thought we moved to the Rising Stones, I wouldn't have to be doing this shit anymore. Ugh. You are late. No matter, I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes? And Othard? Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern Continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors an announced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale, and, more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Ulda, Rislin. Unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Domans bickering with the Sultan Sworn on the Royal Promenade. You are uncertain of... Hold on. Alphino's a little big on himself, isn't he? A little big on himself. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Ulda. That's true. He didn't have Alice around right now. Well, he doesn't. Alright. I do so love their interactions, their relationship. Alright, so we need the Chamber of Rule. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. I gather your pleas fell on deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alphino Leveilleur, at your service, a friend. Which, I believe, makes me very nearly unique. In this part of the world, at least. Few indeed are your allies in Ulda, yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourself to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. quicksand. What type of outfit is this? Somebody's wearing a ghost? Just wearing a ghost outfit here. Why? Alright, whatever. You'll see people just do random weird shit like that all over the place. You see it a lot. Alright. You don't see anything. Well, if you're used to Limsa Limensa, that's really not out of the ordinary at all. No, I am not. But you don't need an RP server to see some stuff, because I've seen some shit. I've seen some shit. All right.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone, razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
Hold on. Far be it from him to boast. Come on, Alpha No. Stop being so humble.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Julie, come on. That crunching was him clawing up the arm of my chair. Stop, because he wants... Sit down. Sit. Sit there. You sit there. Yes, he wanted my attention. He does that for attention. If I may, madam, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for some several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more... Chewie! Hold on. He's driving me crazy. Get down. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Good madam, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. There. Yeah, you lay there. He's on the floor now. I have a little pad on there and he's laying at it. Chewie likes memory foam. Just so you guys know, he loves memory foam. Okay. Hells. Why didn't you say so sooner, Rislin? Of course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day, to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the Boreal Sea, but just sent word they can't come, meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Go and call on Frittery and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little prince's order to the Wakened Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That should set them straight. Alright. Alright, now where? She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mistress Mobody's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man what can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions. You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it. You mark my words. Oh boy. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yukiri it's all in hand. I dared not hope for such magnanimity. Magnanimity, I think that's it. Much less expect it. Mistress Momody is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Lady Yukiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you will be pleased with his reply. We have been granted an audience before the Sultana and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alphino. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. Okay, I have a feeling this isn't going to go well. I have a feeling. You are noticing already. You are noticing there is a pattern of just a lot of nodding in this game. There is a lot of nodding. The husband over here is giggling about that too. Okay. So we gotta get to the Chamber of Rule. Very stoic nods. A pleasure, Rislin. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting.
I, Yugiri of Doma, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Doma, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law, and so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Ul'dah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage hath fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Well, not looking good.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, Little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Oh no. Alright, let me see where we are. We are at Promises to Keep. Oh, are you kidding me? This is only the 4th quest. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna finish this patch today. Oh my god. Alright. As you observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah! I will waste no more words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. We'll see. We'll see. This is... As Gabby said before he left, this is a bit of a slog. A very important slog. It sets up a lot of stuff, but it's a slog nonetheless. Alright, so we need to go... The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The Monitorists have made their position clear. Agreed. Ul'dah is not an option. Nor are Limsa Lominsa or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative. A place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Amphilia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Yugiri, I have a proposal, if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphino. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, with naught save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself proposed, Lady Yugiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Mr. Alphino, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Ul'dan Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Quisling. Lady Ugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide. Oh boy, alright. Time to the Adventurers Guild. This is all decorated up, huh? Didn't realize this was all because I guess it's advertising the holiday. Yeah, I did crunch a little bit of ice there. I was crunching a little ice. All right. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those unhealthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the Immortal Flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a small number, mayhap it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Ugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Ugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would address the task of escorting our Doman friends to you, after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Nod my head. Nod my head. And yes, we do eventually get to see Ugiri without her mask on. As we speak, the Domans prepare to for departure at Vesper Bay, where from they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Rislin, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hozan when you arrive. As Lady Ugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Of course. Back to fucking back to the Waking Sands. Oh, I hope this is the end of it. Is this where I have to clean Chocobo poop? I think it is. Or do something with the Chocobos. They smell. Something with their... I think I don't remember. It was something weird with the Chocobos. Yeah, it is. I just remember it. Being like, really? You're gonna make me do this? Do you not know that I am the warrior of light? Greetings. Alphino informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I am honored to meet you, though ashamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. I knew from a glance what manner of woman you were. I too have some skills at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yozan. He can tell you more. Oh, it had something to do with the chocobo smells. Yes, they're not used to horse birds. Oh, hello there. I'm Yozan, son of Hozan. Will you be coming with us to Ulda? I hear we're traveling by horse bird-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer, giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but... What's that? You're looking for the others. Don't worry. I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide-and-seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Yugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Yeah, horses do smell, but chocobo horses probably smell pretty bad. At least from what I hear. Hey, you're not Yozan. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Rislin Hollis, eh? I didn't know anyone else was... Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? No, scions. Then you must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide-and-seek, too. Oh, right. It's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Rislin Hollis. Where are these kids? Ah, here we go. How'd you find me? Bah! Guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. I am playing hide and seek. This last kid is probably gonna be a pain to find. Gotta be around here somewhere. Maybe he's inside. Wilfred? Here? No? What? Come on now. Oh my god, this kid. I like how I'm just barging into the houses on my mount. Barging in, looking around a second, and leaving. It always is. I just in here. In here. Oh boy, 16 emails. Where the heck is this kid? Time to go high. There he is. Are you playing? Ah, no fair. Yozan didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horsebird carriage. I don't know, it sounds kind of scary. But if Yozan says it's safe, I'll go. Wonderful. All the children are accounted. Hide and seek? Ah, I see that you are curious. It is quite simple, really. Lady Yugiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. So, I know this sounds kind of weird. It's like, okay, why are we dealing with all of these refugees and stuff? Oh, I don't want him out yet. But like, it's going to make sense like later. Where's my new guy? Come on. All right, fine. I'll bring out Gigi. Ah, shit. Whatever. All right. Eager to be off, are ya? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner from the Blades say we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but I don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area's safe, like. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way is clear, meet us outside Horizon. The Blades tell me the roads there is safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Alright. Take care of this riffraff. Do we even get a trial? A trial in this patch? I feel like there should at least be a trial. I was expecting to do way more killing in this stream than I have. Alright. Oh hey, I completed a fate. Even though I didn't do anything. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Oh boy. Well fought, madam. Well fought. If only I were better in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Yugiri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father, to she who has given us everything, who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Uh-oh. Hey, Miss Rislin, Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. Oh shit. Okay. Well, actually, it was to amass a fortune. Money, eh? Yes, I want money too. I could do a lot of things if I had some. Well, any. It's my turn now. Excuse me, Miss Rislin. I've got a question. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty? Oh boy. Well, we'll do this one. It is a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. You mean there are lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Well, I don't want to scare the kids. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Miss Rislin, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Well, buy weapons and armor from Rowena. Train every day for... Okay, we'll do seek out new experiences and adventures. Of course! To be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Alright. That's enough questions for Miss Rislin. It's not fair. Why does Yozan get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Miss Rislin. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer, too. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurer's guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Miss Rislin and Lady Yugiri. Yeah, just like Miss Rislin and Lady Yugiri. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Till I get narrowed in me. Alright. Alright, back at the quicksand. Oh wait, I think it's right here. I just want to push through all of this because I'm gonna tell you, the lead up to Heaven's Word is so good. It's so good, but you gotta push through all of this to get there. But I'm telling you guys, when we start doing it, you're just gonna be like, "What the hell just happened? What is happening?" You're gonna love it. Ah, Rislin, I take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. Revenant's Toll. Wait, I gotta talk to him again. It is past time Lady Ugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Told. And since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalan, which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slaffborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Ugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels, Rislin. And Alphino, can you just talk a little more simply? Because your dialogue does not roll off the tongue very easily. Okay. And this must be the esteemed Lady Ugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting, for though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slaffborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals. And you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slaffborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent. 7 hells, Rislin, why are you wasting time with me? See them to the Rising Stones. Alright. Let's do this. Anybody around here to talk to? No. As is the case with other distant lands, I have heard rumors of mysterious magics and martial arts. I dare not lend credence to these tales, but I cannot help but hope that some are true. Okay. Eorzea may be a land of many cultures and creeds, but I nevertheless suspect that the Domans will struggle to adapt. I wonder what herbs and spices they use in Doma. Maybe there's something I could add to my special tonic. Just what is this special tonic that Tataru keeps talking about? I'm very interested. So many youths these days fail to understand that it is incumbent on everyone to help those in need. That's why it's so wonderful when young men like Hoary Boulder rise to the occasion. Whew! This little thing? It's nothing compared to what the Domans have endured. Oh boy, I like Hoary Boulder. Did they really sail that half-rotted ship all the way from Othard? Isn't that dangerous? What if it had sprung a leak? Where's everybody else? I don't know. I don't see Thancred or Stola. Oh, weren't they off doing their own thing? I think they were. They might have. Eight. Where's Ugiri? Oh, man. I hate when I do that. It's probably outside. Of course. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones, anon. I love how, like, they tell you, like, they'll tell you in the quest, like, you're talking to someone, like, okay, go do this. And then you go do it and you realize that you had to talk to somebody standing, like, right next to you before you do it. This is not the first time this has happened. It happens a lot. 'Tis no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldessian continue to meet with failure. Ariane has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Yugiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady, but are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slathborn. Lady Yugiri, Rislin. Yes, there is a lot of nodding. Okay. So we did that. Oh, I gotta do it again. Laman and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit that I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Y'shtola should be returning anon with a report from afield. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon arrival. There's the incredible. Uh-oh.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Oh, voices. Oh, hold on, I gotta get rid of this L Star Wars 2004 ban. There we go.
Aye, our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning a Efreet with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods. They mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Ugh.
Uh-oh. Echo time. Oh boy.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Like, yeah, the crab faces, but how the heck does he see like that?
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
Yeah, he's the only one with the crab face, because he's clearly the leader.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this.
Uh-oh.
But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
Wait, she's actually going to go somewhere?
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
Everybody's shocked.
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
What true nature?
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a Primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
So, well, I would think only me and Minfilia would be able to face the primals because we're the only ones with the echo. So we will not, should not be tempered by them, but whatever.
Plainly, should the worst come to pass, and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality inevitable. Yet so long as there is even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs spend all our efforts toward achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share.
Alright. Yes, they can beat the crab face and the minions. That is very true. Very, very, very true. Okay, let's see. Alright, see what we got going on in Limsa today. Anything interesting? No? No, just somebody dancing. It's kind of not much going on in here today. I was hoping. Oh, well, we got we got Chimkin Nugs. Chimkin Nugs in a chicken suit. That's something. Alright, we gotta get up to the app castle. No, not the Arcanist Guild. Alright. I think that's it, right? Yes. I think. No? Shit. Wrong way. I gotta go upstairs. I think. Where the heck is this? Oh, I was at the frickin' lower decks. Chewie would definitely chew on Chimkin Nugs. Chewie chews on me! What are you sleeping right now? I think we named him very aptly. Because he pretty much chews on everything. Well, he doesn't choose on chords, which is good. Fortunately. You are expected. Pray take this lift to the commander room. Welcome, friends. I take Y'shtola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time, then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cachet. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But if, gods forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature.
I will say only that there is something I would see with mine own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Rislin, Maelstrom scouts are currently reconnoitering, I think that's it, right? Reconnoitering Sagahin movements within the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operation staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Falkbreda has charge of the garrison. Alright, more running around. I was hoping to maybe get Leviathan done before the end of the stream, but I don't know if that's going to happen at this rate. I don't know. I might have to wait until Tuesday. Yes. For Tuesday. I've been expecting you, Scion of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. Your mom's... Hold on. The mother-in-law is calling. I know she sent an email. Hold on. This real quick. Okay. Yeah, she can wait a half hour and I'll call her back. Okay. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sapsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet, their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Sapsa, all told. Here, take this flask of restorative, to tend those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion, if they have perished. Circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, I'm starting to feel the slog. I'm feeling the slog. Oh man. Can we just kill Leviathan already? Where is this person? Oh, somebody! Of all the times to forget the restorative. There we go. Thank you. I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Alright, can I get through this door? Oh, I can. Oh no. Corpses. Alright. I was too late. Guess I'm just gonna have to put them in my pocket.
Alright. I don't even think I seem to remember there's a part where we're gonna have to get crystals and something in a ship, I think. So I don't know. You returned, thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? Here's their bodies. Dear gods. These wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the two who remain unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. I feel like they cut a couple of quests out here. Thrice damned fishback bastards! I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Oh shit, the Admiral's here. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetheryte in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready, but we await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. Ah, but we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahagin priest presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin's legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault, and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the selfsame moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. And likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hope of confusing the Sahagin defensive effort. Rizlan and Y'shtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversion should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without withdrawing unwarranted attention. Thancred and Ugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle round to join the infiltration unit of Y'shtola and Rizlan. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady Minfilia, as was agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! When last did we fight side by side, Rizlan? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away. Okay. Alright. I got about 20 minutes. 20 minutes in me here. And then I gotta go because my mother-in-law is calling me non-stop. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, when she's calling over and over like that, it usually means she wants something. She wants me to do something. I'm fairly certain she has a bind to volunteer me for something. All right. What? More of them? Come on. Alright, did I get that? Alright. Oh no, what happened to the Stola? Pray do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aetheryte is close at hand. Let us press on. Uh-oh. Crabhead. Seriously, how does he see with that thing on? Uh-oh.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Did I miss much?
No, you didn't. Thank you. Oh, shit. Well, can she be a Scion?
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Oh, he's getting all fancy now. Was that a... Does she like? He's just showing off now. He's trying to impress the ladies.
To the Aetheryte!
He totally is. He's just trying to impress her. Damn.
You'll forgive me my lateness.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled Sorewalkers, tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Welp.
Do you feel that?
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What?
Such power! It is transcendent!
Okay. Well, dead. Uh-oh. What? Now he has the crab head.
7 hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal. Oh, mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Well.
Die, damn you!
It's gonna happen to another one.
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
My being ebbs away. But it should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Well, it looks like we have a primal to kill now.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? On less. God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Yep, that's definitely a rip. Definitely a rip. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements. If his last attempt is any guide, you cannot suffer history, or we cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? Well, I don't know. I think we're gonna have to pick up this quest. I don't think this is actually... I don't think we're ready to hit Leviathan yet, so... It's probably gonna have to wait until Tuesday. Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none. Of that you may be sure, but Limlane herself would struggle to best the Lord of the Whirl in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. Oh, man. Okay. So now it's going to be the preparation for hitting up, for killing Leviathan. So I'm going to leave that for Tuesday.